Another great time for you this morning. The best fine scale modeling train display I've ever seen anywhere, and we see a lot of these. It's the Suncoast Center for Fine Scale Modeling, celebrating their second anniversary. They've added so many things here. We're in Odessa and Pasco County. Can't wait to show you around here, and you'll meet the artists that put this together, and we'll have a good day, even though this Monday came in Pasco County in Odessa at the Suncoast Center for Fine Scale Modeling. Let me tell you, these guys here, they put the fine in fine scale modeling. Absolutely wonderfully beautiful model train display. Love seeing the train go by. Look how realistic everything looks. Fantastic. Stick around. You'll meet these guys and find out why they do what they do and how you can come see it yourself when Good Day Tampa Bay continues. Good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Charlie Belcher, coming to you from Odessa in Pasco County this morning from the Suncoast Center for Fine Scale Modeling. Jim's here to tell us this is a wonderful place. Who are the people that make up the Suncoast Center for Fine Scale Modeling?
Well, it's about 8 of us, actually. We worked together in this group. We started working in trains, mostly outdoor garden trains. We wanted to build something in museum quality, fine scale quality, and so this emerged over a period of about 9 years. But believe it or not, there's only about 8 of us in the group here, mostly in the Tampa area that work in this.
It's amazing. You're celebrating 2 years being in this particular space in Odessa. You're open the third Saturday of every month to the public. This Saturday, you're open to the public.
That's correct. Yeah, this Saturday, I'd like to invite everybody to come out. We're open October through May, the third Saturday of every month.
Here comes a train down here. Now, what scale is this? This is one of the big boys.
Yeah, this basically, the scale you're looking at here is 1 to 20.3. A good way to think about this is it's roughly twice the size of the Lionel trains that so many people had when they grew up. It's about 4 times the size of HO scale.
I love the detail. Now, not only do you have the trains, but you also, I love this little area over here where you can do demonstrations and show people if they want to get into it, how to do it themselves. We got Dale over there making trees. Hey, Jason, can you hear me? We got Dale over there making trees.
Yes.
Sorry, poor Jay.
Okay.
He got wrapped up in following the locomotive there. He couldn't hear me. That's a nice area you have over there.
Yeah, we do clinics there all the time during our open houses. People can come and learn various ways, making rocks, scenery, trees, things we're doing to locomotives, etc.
And then you've got these incredible dioramas, these scenes that are unbelievable.
Well, the whole deal here is basically fine scale museum quality. So everything is to scale. Every single thing that you'll see on a diorama or on the layout is perfectly to scale. And most of it is scratch built, basically. So we wanted to have something in museum quality.
Yeah, unbelievable. Why do you guys do it? Why do you love it so much?
It's a good question.
Yeah, your wives ask you that all the time.
Why do you do this? I get that question frequently, Charlie. We just love it. You know, all of us grew up in modeling, and, some people just never get over it. And, we've got some people that have done some really fine scale work. They've been published in magazines all over the country and some of the world. Once you get started, it's tough to stop. And just the right group of people came together for this.
I tell you what, you're artists, too. It's artists. All right, all aboard, everybody. Get on the Good Day train. It looks like it's pulling out of the station right now. Stick around and make it a good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Charlie Belcher coming to you from Pasco County. We're in Odessa at the Suncoast Center for Fine Scale Modeling. Frank is one of the modelers here, although you're really artists.
Well,
you guys are
three-dimensional artists.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's artistry, what you do here. Now, this is kind of the coup de grace. This is the centerpiece. Right. This is the most magnificent piece here. Tell me just what went into building this big centerpiece for you.
Well, we started back in '04, and was 8 of us got together, and it's been reduced to 6 of us now. And all the modules are made up about approximately 5 feet long and 2.5 feet wide. They're made out of foam deck on their 2-inch thick insulation foam. Everything's applied to that, all the natural things like dirt and rocks and grass and things like that. And it's all made so lightweight so it can be picked up apart and portable.
Well, you hit the portable, which is amazing, because if you look right in here, I mean, technically there's a seam here. You can see with the 2 panels, but they disguise the seams really good with with vegetation and growth and that sort of thing. You could see this one a little bit better because they were just working on this one, but that's the scene. So it comes apart, Frank, and then you can move. This display's been all over the place.
Yes, we've been to anywhere from Tampa. We started off in Tampa going there. We've been to Portland, Maine, Portland, Oregon, California with Los Angeles, Hickory, North Carolina, St. Louis, and we're getting ready to go this September to Kansas City, Missouri.
So they go into boxes like this?
Yes, we have 10 of these modular carriers, and all the shelves are labeled and then the units are labeled, and each module has its own designation, so it just slides right into the shelf, and everything's on rollers so that we can just roll it away and move it into a truck and have it moved off.
How long does it take to take down and set up?
It takes us 5 hours to break it down, but then to put it together, it takes anywhere from 15 to 18 hours to put it together.
Now, there must be some electronics. Is that all just hidden inside and underneath?
Oh, there's a mess underneath.
Yeah.
We can't wait till we haven't traveled in about 3 years, so this September, it's going to be the test to see if you remember where everything goes.
That's funny. Well, they're open here to the public the third Saturday of every month. Your next opportunity to come see this in person this Saturday as they celebrate their 2-year anniversary in this space. And the detail is great. Look at the guy rocking in the rocking chair, barely missing the dog's tail with each rock. Every time you look around here, you see a little something different. It's pretty cool stuff. Laura Russell, Fine Scale Modeling is what it is. It's the Suncoast Center for Fine Scale Modeling. The third Saturday of every month, open to the public. We get their website at myfoxtampabay.com, on my Facebook page as well, if you want to come check them out. John here is one of the fine scale modelers, and your display is one of the newer ones to the exhibit here. Tell me the scale you were working in.
This scale is SM3. It's just a little bit larger than HO. A lot of people
HO is what we think of around Christmas trees, that line out.
Yeah, that's the most popular scale. Most people model in HO and stuff like that.
So tell me, how did this begin?
Well, actually, it actually began as just a board at a show, a train show. I had a board and I had a little shay running back and forth on a 1x12, about 6 foot long, and that's where the whole thing started, and then it evolved from there.
Is it ever quite finished? I mean, do you look at this and think, I'm done, or you think, oh, I got to add this, I might want to tweak that?
No, it's never quite done. I mean, there's always things you want to do or things you want to change. You get better as a modeler, and then you want to do something better. You want to replace a building or something like that and work on something that's a little bit better.
And the train is only a part of it. I mean, it's really about the landscape and the setting as much as it is certainly the train, right?
Exactly. That's more like the trains just run through the scene. The trains are just
an excuse.
Excuse, right? Exactly.
Now, tell me about this particular train you have running here, this locomotive and the train itself.
Well, they were pretty famous in Colorado as far as what they ran on the narrow gauge and 3-foot lines, and they did that so they could cheaply carry goods, coal, oil, all that kind of stuff down out of the mountains and stuff like that, and cattle and stuff like that. And they did it just so they could, with 3-foot gauge as opposed to the 4'8", which is standard gauge, they were able to cheaply build railroads a lot cheaper than.
And I asked you where this was, and you said it started out being Colorado. This was going to be Colorado, but then you added that harbor down there at the end, and suddenly it wasn't Colorado anymore. There's no harbor in Colorado.
Yeah, it finally got kind of out of control. That kind of left Colorado.
Oh, the harbor looks cool. I love the water and the boats you've added. With one boat's got little lights in it.
Yeah. I have a friend of mine that did put the lights in that and stuff like that. But it kind of got away from me there, and it kind of said, well, now it's the Northwest Territory or whatever. It's Colorado to Northwest Washington.
It's Johnville. It can be Johnville, right? You make it all up. You love the fact that you've got this center to have this out and be displayed, and people come see it at least once a month.
Yeah, because the railroad's actually 17 years old now, and so if it was, if it wasn't for the center, I'd have no place to work on it, no place to keep it up and running, and set in a trailer most of the year and stuff like that.
Good for you. Fun to see. When we come back, it's not just trains, it's some of these dioramas, I call them. There's these scenes. Most of them are the war theme that they have come up with. Incredible. We'll continue to share the art with you, Laura and Russell. About detail. This is Dave, by the way, and Dave built this, and it's just incredible. And first of all, right down, it looks like you put the bricks in individually.
I did.
Did you really?
I did. We can teach you how to do any of this, but the patience.
Yeah, I bet. And you're recreating that photo we're seeing back there. How did you do this, Dave?
Well, photos often act as an inspiration for the models. So this was in conjunction with a gentleman I know in Italy who actually sculpted the faces to match the photograph. So the photograph was taken in 1945 at the Battle of the Bulge, and so I thought it would be a great basis for a model. So then it therefore needed more detail, so we added more detail with the
I love
armored vehicle.
Oh yeah, the magazine here and a bite out of a Nestle bar. I mean, that's the detail. That's the fine scale modeling. That's where it comes in, and what makes it fine art to me.
Yes.
And I love how you can turn this around, and you get to see inside the building. Also, it's like it's truly 360-degree piece of art.
Yeah, that's what we try to do, so you can go all the way around most things here and keep seeing detail.
How long did it take you to put this together, and what was the toughest part of this?
Well, it took a couple of months, and the size always creates an issue. That vehicle weighs about 60 pounds, so that was part of the big problem. And of course, doing the individual work on it is always an issue. All the brick detail, like you pointed out, that takes some time. It's the weathering, the texturing, the shadows, and the highlights.
Unbelievable. David did a great job. And it is fine. Fine art, fine scale. It's just fine. It's just better than fine. You can come here and see all of these the third Saturday of every month. The next availability is this Saturday. We put the website at myfoxtampabay.com. It's also on my Facebook page. Check it out. Come out here, check out the trains, check out the dioramas, and I guarantee it'll be a good day, Tampa Bay. And really, it's both. This is Jim, by the way. Explain to me what you guys mean when you say fine scale modeling.
When we talk about fine scale modeling, everything is in scale. That is, we have a figure, what they have in their hand is to scale, every locomotive is to scale, all the trees are to scale, and then it's also typically scratch built. And so that's what museum quality means, is when you look at it, it looks real, it's weathered, it's in the context it would normally operate, and it's all in the right scale.
Tell me how this came to be. This seems like one person's hobby that has gotten crazily out of control.
That's true. We were all into trains. We have been mostly for our entire lives. But, we got together. We're in the Garden Railway group here in Tampa Bay. We wanted to do something with some indoor layout kind of things in fine scale. We're just going to get together and do a short point-to-point display. It just went out of control. That was about 9 years ago.
You're celebrating 2 years in this particular space here in Odessa, which is a gorgeous space. And you've got all kinds of layouts. And how many guys make up this group now?
Believe it or not, there's only about 8 of us that do all of this. And so it keeps us plenty busy, that's for sure. But basically, we're putting this whole thing together. We're on a mission to share fine scale modeling with folks.
Well, and you've even got we got Dale up there working on some trees, but you've got that space where you do have people in. You can do little workshops. You can kind of share how to do this or get involved with it if people so desire.
People love to learn, how to make trees, how to make rocks, how to do scenery, how to do. We do everything up there from electrical projects, etc.
The dioramas too. Not only is it the trains, but some of these scenes that you've done and these. They look like G.I. Joes, but real. They look like pieces of art. They're sculptures.
You start with the G.I. Joe, then you make it fine detail. You put all the proper clothing, you put the right weapons, you make it look, and you model after real life.
You're open to the public the third Saturday of every month. What during certain months?
Yeah, October through May.
Okay, October through May. The next time you can come out here and check this out is this Saturday. What are the hours, Jim, this Saturday?
10 a.m. to 4 p.m. this Saturday.
And people can just come in and see all of this and ask you a million questions.
That's exactly right. We're happy to talk about this, and people do have questions.
And you could be open 7 days a week, but you're not, because you guys like modeling too much.
That's right. Somebody has to do all this work, but we'd love to be open more often, but basically we're all just volunteers.
And this piece right here, the main piece, this tears down and can travel.
It does, yes. Believe it or not, it does. It takes us about 5 hours to tear it down, and we transport it by a semi-truck. It's going out to Kansas City in September to the narrow gauge convention. And that'll take 8 of us about 14 hours to put it back together.
I'll tell you, it is worth coming up here and seeing in person. FineScaleModeling.org
yes,
is the website, FineScaleModeling.org. We've also put that at myfoxtampabay.com. It's on my Facebook page. Get on there, figure out when you can come see these guys, and come see their fine works of art. It's incredible. Charlie Belcher, Fox 13 News.